Hi folks, I've been asked to do a English version of the compressor repair of my 1099 May build 20-year-old compressor. Sometimes you experience the problem that the compressor simply doesn't run, and this is mostly caused by an electrical problem, so you have to make sure to exclude that electrical problem. I just built a very simple construction to check that with 12 volts. Check whether your drive plate isn't coupled, runs freely, there's a magnet behind that switching that on and off. This is what we have to test first. Otherwise, the compressor doesn't run with the motor. And it is simple to have 12 volts, get the coupling connected to a 12 volt battery to check whether it switches on and off. You will see that in a second with that very simple construction from the spare battery, and it should click-clack go on and off, and if connected it does not turn anymore, so it's connected to the motor. So if you can exclude that fault of the magnet coupling, that is very helpful. So then you might experience another problem we will focus next on, which is linked to the battery, to the fuse pack which is connected to the battery. But first I always check all the electrical connections which might need a little bit soldering or protection, and there are a couple of them in that area. But then switch and look to the circuit that controls the compressor. Follow the red and green cable which runs from this connector to the relay box, steering box, which is located very close to the battery. And I prepared something, I opened it up and checked the cables and the box, whether they are clean or not. Sometimes you need a little bit of soldering, and the relay responsible for the magnet coupling, the circuit, is the very first one, the very first switch, and you have to check whether there are follow now the red and the green red-green cable into the switch box next to the battery. Remove and open the relay carrier, and first check the relay. So strong current may cause relay to burn out, or cold solder joints can interrupt the contact. Clean the relay gently and the contact, of course, and you might see or find a 5 ampere fuse like the blue one I have here. Install a parallel 5 amp fuse if not already existing, to protect the relay. Maybe the fuse exists, like in my case, and it blew. So that happened to mine, and I replaced it with a 5 amps fuse. And this is the major job to be done to protect the relay, which is the very first one in the row. Now we check it and compiled everything, and the motor is running, and the compressor does not run at idling speed. That is pretty clear. It doesn't have to, but if you accelerate the motor to 2000 or 3000 revolutions, it should be then connected and drive the compressor. You can see that very well, how the driver plate engages and drives the compressor again. See that in a minute, in a second, and idle speed gets higher. Come on, here we go, and the compressor runs again, and The steering box in the system is checking the revolutions and drives the compressor again and switches off when it's not needed. So here we go. I wish you good progress in repairing that, and take care, and remove the battery when installing new items on your car, and the repair, of course, is at your own risk. Have fun!